Yes.
We are to work while it is day, for the night is coming.
Oh, yes.
No man can work. Open your Bibles. Open your Bibles to Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 12. This most exciting study should not end with this message. Israel from Egypt to Canaan, Jesus' birth, life, and death, and his 1,000-year reign. Israel and the church, the birth and life, culminating in a 1,000-year reign with Christ. And the gestation of the human baby from conception to birth is fulfilled in the Torah. And we began today's study with Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 12. This is a part of the Torah. The 5 books that God gave Moses to write. Moses wrote these books more than 2,000 years after creation, when God brought him to the mountain and showed him the tabernacle in heaven. Moses was in heaven when he met the Messiah. He was introduced to the work of God in heaven, and he wrote about it in 5 books we call the Torah. Deuteronomy 16 and 12, and thou shalt remember that thou wast a bondman in Egypt, and thou shalt observe and do these statutes. Thou shalt observe the Feast of Tabernacles 7 days. After that thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine. And thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, thou and thy son and thy daughter, and thy manservant and thy maidservant, and the Levite, the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow that are within thy gates. 7 days shalt thou keep a solemn feast unto the Lord thy God, in the place which the Lord shall choose, because the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thine increase, and all the works of thine hands. Therefore thou shalt surely rejoice. 3 times in a year shall all the males appear before the Lord thy God, in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles. And they shall not appear before the Lord empty. God bless you. You may be seated. Again, since Moses was given what we call the Jewish dilemma, this has upset the world. The world has been in a tiff. The world has been in anger against the Jews. They still are. Abinadab of Iran and many others are surrounding the Jews. They hate them. They're teaching their babies, their children, how to murder the Jews. They have a dilemma because God gave the Jews the lunar cycle in these 7 feasts. And he gave the world a solar cycle.